What's going on, fam? You're listening to HBCU Corner with the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Wole and I'm joined with my guy Ray. What's up with you and this belt thing,
I
bro?
always remind people we do this for the belt. We're not doing this for fun, homie. This is not a hobby. We do it for the belt. We do it to be the best out there. I'm gonna say out there, not ever, not yet, but that's what we do it for, bro. We do it for
That's
championships.
not a lie. That's not
Strap
a lie.
season.
Strap
Season,
bro.
son.
Strap
What's
season.
good with you though, bro?
I'm good, bro. Always on the grind, bro. Always on the grind. HBCU Corner is also part of Black Sports Insiders. I'm about to say something else. Black Sports Insiders. I know. Hey, check us out. Our website, which is www.urbansportsing.com. Also, before we get into we got dope guests. Before we get into our guests, we got knockouts and logistics. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search The Urban Sports Scene. Make sure you subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel. And if you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support the show. If you have a super chat and is in the chat, we're going to make sure we prioritize that super chat over all the comments in the chat. Don't forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene. Also, like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. You can also join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Just search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates.
Yes, sir. Wole, when I spoke to you earlier, bro, we spoke briefly, and I was telling you, I'm like, this is an HBCU interview, which is dope. I love that, by the way. Mm-hmm. But it's also a DMV interview, and that's what makes this so, I guess, exciting for us tonight, because we get to kind of knock out two birds with one stone. I kind of gave a history about how HBCU Corner started, and it started with another DC coach. So I expect tonight to be dope as well. Our guest is a DC native, as I just teased. He has an extensive coaching resume with stops at programs that include Bowie State, Charlotte, Kansas State, and the University of Maryland. He's coached some of the top basketball talent in the country and is now one of the coaches alongside Nolan Smith that is expected to lead the resurgence at Tennessee State University. Welcome to the Urban Sports Scene, Mr. Dalonte Hill. What's good, Coach?
All right, what's going on, Coach? Oh, let me make sure Ray's up. Hold on, we got to do this first. There we go. Now go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
What's good, Coach?
What's happening? Thanks for having me on today.
Hey, for sure. We played a little musical chair just now, but yeah, for sure. Yeah. Good to have you, man.
Yeah, good to have you. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So, my bad. We just talked a little bit about homecoming before we came on, and as I just said, I only named a few schools that you've been coached at, that you had stops at, and we just want to get your perspective. How does Tennessee State homecoming compare to others, including Bowie, which is right here, in the backyard in DMV?
Well, it's when I got down here, I didn't know what to expect. But come to find out, it's a really, really big deal down here in Nashville. They do it big from Sunday to Sunday. Day parties, night parties, pep rallies, concerts, NBA YoungBoy, Jeezy. I mean, it was a big deal. They told me don't nobody work this week. They take out of school. They get the kids out of school for that week. Dang. And it's good and it's love because it's like a family event. Kids are welcome to come. It's respectful. There's no violence. Mm-hmm. And I think they did a great job of executing what they were trying to do. And I think our guys on campus, we had to give them 2 days off because who knows what they was getting into. So we had to give them 2 days off and get them back Sunday and get them on the line for a little bit. They had to get some of that out the system.
All right, so I'm gonna ask, when we watched the documentary In the Water, Nolan Smith was like he had never heard of go-go. So his first go-go experience with bees, and he was kind of like culture shock. Was this his first HBCU homecoming experience? Do you know that?
No, I think he went up to North Carolina Central. That's right up the street from Duke. So he spent some time with Lavelle Moulton sometime. And then I think, obviously, being DC native, we all stumbled down Howard. You had to stumble down by the McDonald's a few times.
Yeah, exactly. Facts.
Yeah, that's this weekend, by the way. Good shout out to Howard. Even though Tennessee State beat them this past weekend for y'all homecoming, so that's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, so back to like homecoming. Like you talking about like Jeezy being there for homecoming. They ain't get no 3-6 Mafia. We talking about Tennessee, like.
No, they had Lil Whammy, the little girl with the little song. She was here one night, and the NBA YoungBoy was here Thursday. So the whole team was fired up about that, having a chance to get down there at the Bridgestone Arena and check him out. But then they really not Jeezy fans, so it's more of us out there for the Jeezy blend.
They ain't Jeezy fans? They are young.
Nah, they NBA young boy fans.
Yeah,
They're a little younger.
They young, of course. Damn, Gigi don't transcend time. That's messed up, bro. Dang, that's crazy. So, all right, speaking of like going to like just the DMV itself, like obviously, man, you like your background here is wild. Like you just, you one of them when it comes to this background in terms of figures in the DMV in terms of hooping. So like from you, what you've seen and throughout, like, and obviously I'm sure you get this question a lot, but who was like the best hooper you've seen in the area around your time?
Dang.
When I played,
when you played, let's put it that way. When you played,
that was one of the top guys in the area. But Mark Archer down St. Francis, he was on my team. He went to Temple. He was good. And then obviously I played with DeMar Johnson. He was the number one rated player in the country at that time. And the guys like Victor Page and Ed Sheffy, those guys were really good. And Mike Gill, you want to try to get around those guys and played on their Herbo teams. Kurt Smith, his name always shows. Smith and those dudes. Some dudes' names always come up. They were a little older than me, but they were top guys. But fortunately, I was able to play against some of the top guys like Kobe, Tim Thomas, because that's when DCSR really took off. So we started traveling. We got to see him play against some of those guys. And Kevin Garnett, he was the dog. And little guards like Shaheen Holloway, Khalid Al-Amin, Baron Davis.
Wow.
So when we was growing up, we didn't have much internet, so it was on site. So you show up, you don't know who he is. So you just you warming up, and then you like, man, who's that down there? And he's like, that's one of them. I said, got a lot of kids now. So I was fortunate enough to play at the start of DCSR, and we was able to travel, go to Vegas and other events, Bob Gibbons and those events, and play against the top players.
So you just mentioned some guys. Who'd you play against like on the street though? We done heard a lot of street ball stories. Back then it wasn't the gyms like they got today, and like some of the younger generation. We was out there playing on the blacktop, and like I know Walt Williams, he came on, he said, yeah, they got ran up out of Berry Farms. Like he had some epic stories. So who'd you play against growing up in the street, when having next mattered? You know what I'm saying? You couldn't lose back then.
Well, when I was out in Maryland, Orlando, Washington Heights. Damon Owens that went to West Virginia. He was one of them ones. He was a big time dog. He was probably 4 years older than me. I always played with the older guy. Mike Gill, he from Northeast, where I'm from. He played outside, but a lot of the times I'm the younger guy out there, but I figured out a way to win, and I think that helped me my career moving forward, because it wasn't the things that I needed to do. It wasn't always scoring. It was about winning. So that translated to the next level. So when I was young, even early on, I was probably the biggest guy on the team, but I played the point guard. And the only reason I played point guard because I knew what it took to win. I knew what people needed to be. And I didn't honestly know that at that time, because after I met Mr. Howes, that was my PE teacher. He had me playing at Old Crats. He'd come pick me up, and next thing you know, everybody was coming to my game. I'm like, man, what is going on? Then all of a sudden, you got cousins you don't know about. So it's funny the transition of being an adolescent, a young youth. Then you starting to see you get a little crowd around you. So it was fun to be around that time.
That is wild.
Wole, one more thing before you. I know you got your.
No, I got another question. Not HBCU, but I want to ask you, because you were in Charlotte, my man. Were you coaching my boy Eddie Baston when you was down there?
That was his same year. He got Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. He's supposed to move back down to Charlotte. I talked to him maybe 2 months ago. He was trying to move back down there, and I helped him with one of our guys, try to help him find something to get started for his work. That's my man. I tried to get him to coach with me last summer with the museum. Okay. But he coached the 17s. I was coaching the 14s at the time. Yeah. Oh, Eddie, my man. He grew up with us. He grew up with me. So Eddie's my guy. Yeah.
Perfect segue. Real quick, you mentioned the museum. That's my man, family over there. Hanif, tell me about your relationship with him, and just talk about him as he's like an NBA trainer. Like he trained some of the Washington Wizards players. Got them dudes out Howard. We just talked about homecoming. Just talk about him and just what makes him a dope trainer.
Hanif is like a cousin. We share the same last name, Hill. We were teammates together. Junior year, I used to go pick him up, go out to see Chris Chaney at Laurel Baptist, and he's been a lifelong friend. ups or downs, no matter what it is. His dad, his mom, the brothers, the sisters. I mean, I know them all like they cousins. It's like we sat down and ate some watermelon together. That's that love. You go over to the museum, they go, as soon as I walk in, they say, "What's up, cuz?" Because that's how we are. Hanif has been great, man. Last year, true story. Last year I was at Chicago State, and we ain't had much, another HBCU. I had been there for about a week and a half, and I had been out the business for probably 2.5, 3 years. And I said, Neef, I need some shoes or something. I know you got to connect. He said, well, just tell me what kind. That's the type of dude he is. I said, we Nike. So he sent me like 3 pair of Nikes and 2 sweatsuits. Fast forward, we go down there. It didn't work out. I come down here. I'm talking to Neef, just small talk. He said, man, cuz, what are y'all down there? I said, we Under Armour. He said, all right. Give me your address. And then next thing you know, a box come from me, DJ, and Nolan. It's a box. It's like 3 pairs of shoes, 3 sweatsuits, 2 dry fits. I mean, that's just the person he is. He know if he got it or I got it, we gonna have it. And he's been nothing but great to me, and we stay in touch. And Muhammad, you know, they take care of me. Abdul, I talked to Jihad at the Southeast store. I mean, I talked to all of them. I just call those dudes just to check up on. I don't talk to Manera, the sisters, as much. But I talk to all the brothers. I keep in touch with them. So they've been a blessing to me.
Yeah, I need to stop by Sycamore Oak. I've been promising Mr. Hill that for a minute. But that's what's up, man. Not only did you speak as a trainer, I mean, just the person that he is. So that was perfect, bro. All right, Wole, let's do this HBCU thing, my brother.
All right, so Coach, you joined the program under like Ray mentioned, Nolan Smith, the head coach, that emphasizes the term wired to win, like the culture wired to win, right? So what does that phrase mean to you, and also how are you helping install that mindset into your team?
Well, wired to win means that we're here to win, and there's no exceptions. There's no shortcuts about it. We're going to practice hard. You're going to be coached hard. Then we also going to love and hug you. So you can come past the office, open door policy, sit down, watch your mishaps, and have a conversation. And at that time, it's not about yelling at you. It's when you come into the office, it's about you having an understanding of what you're doing wrong or what's going on. So wired to win means we're going to get in here and we're going to win. They've been close, but they haven't done it yet. So we're wired to win, meaning we let those guys, we're here to get you over the hump and make things happen for you. And then we'll deal with the results at the end. And we're not talking about just winning a championship. We want to win games outside of championship. We practice hard enough, and we understand that we have a team deep enough that we have to play all those guys, and all those guys have to be mature enough to understand their roles. So with that being said, that buy into your role can change, but today this is what your role is. You have to grow into your role. Most young guys, they don't understand how to get in the game, let alone stay in the game. So getting in the game is doing what the coach asks you to do. Now, if you make a couple shots, you can stay in the game. But make sure it's within our offense. Or if you're guarding, make sure you covering your assignments the right way that needs to be covered. So wired to win is a little synopsis of a little bit of everything. Coming in, doing your job, watching film, doing what we ask you to do, being prepared, and staying out of trouble as well.
How excited are you about this challenge? Like this new challenge?
It's so humbling because I'm with family. It's so humbling because I'm with 2 little brothers. DeMar Johnson's my little god brother. Nolan's like a little brother. We all cut from the same tree. We're from the same area. We stayed in touch. It's a dream come true. It's a blessing to be with guys where you don't call it work. We meet, it ain't about real work. It's about understanding. So when you come in, when you put yourself in that position like that, like you guys naturally on this podcast together, that's just natural. You know, it's not, y'all not at work. You ain't got to say, oh, here I go. I got to deal with this today. So it's a blessing.
I think that's like so dope that you say that though. Like just to have your brothers and as part of the coaching staff, like y'all building something together. Like that to me is like you said, it's a humbling experience. But it's just, to me, that brings extra excitement though, right? Because you want to make sure this thing actually works.
Absolutely. It's not like you have to do something. You want to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's different when you have to do something than you really want to do it. It's more fun, and the challenges are not even that big for you.
Exactly. I agree.
Yes, sir. And I want to talk to you about recruiting. Look at what you just mentioned. The names you mentioned, the names that we've been talking about this whole time. Wole is a Georgetown family. Like, you know, y'all stole Dante Harris. So I expect a number of DMV guys to pop up down there over the course of the next several years. and that means Tennessee State gonna be a problem because we got some of the best talent in the country. So talk about recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, the dynamic has changed a lot with this NIL collective stuff. But it's still, we are all relationship-based people. We're not really internet guys. I like to get in front of you, talk. I got to feel you. I'll make sure you're a fit for what we're trying to accomplish, not look at a highlight. Because I told the guys early on in the summer before he got the job, we were just having a conversation. I said, one thing about this internet, them dudes never miss a shot. So it can't be real. It's a highlight tape. So I'm like, nah, I got to get in there and see where he missing left, he missing right. Look when he started to miss. Is he emotional? Is he frustrated? How does he deal with adversity? Sure. So I like to get in and kind of have a relationship. That's how I've been in the past with most of my guys. But the DMV, yeah, we got a late start. So we only got Dante this year. We had a full roster anyway coming in, which was good. That lets you know it was a good culture here. So they all wanted to stay, stick together, and try to win the OVC. So in the upcoming year, definitely we're gonna be up top trying to grab a couple.
Yeah, I think you guys have a big advantage, man, with this area too. Like just because of like not just the historical base you have here. You know what I mean? Like the part of like being part of DC Assault. That like that is a framework when you talk about this area and the connections you have within that and also like the reputation with that alone. So I feel like, we all know everything is passed on, right? Like those kids' parents, they know who you guys are. Like they may not know who you are, but those kids' parents know who you are. They're going to be like, hey, this is a good situation for you. This could be good for you. So I just think you all have a great advantage with that. Just what you've done in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people don't realize that when you say the Hills, Hanif, and those guys, they have a team. You talk about Keith Stevens with Team Takeover. He was my assistant high school coach in high school. I've known him for over 25 years. You talk about Curtis Malone getting it back started. All those guys, they know us and they want to help us. So all we have to do is do our job. You got to make a couple phone calls, stay in touch, and then you never know what you can get.
Totally the pipeline, Wole is coming. I'm telling you, and see, I got some juice that Tennessee State is not going to be in that conference too much longer. And while it's a long shot, we come to MEAC, we MEAC graduates, so we would love to have Tennessee State in the MEAC, to see y'all closer to home. Just imagine Tennessee State at Howard with the guys y'all gonna have. That would be crazy. So give a word for us, even though it's a long shot. I'm just saying.
Hopefully so. I know everything is evolving. Everything transactional right now. A couple of teams leaving the OVC this year, so who knows what the future holds. We fit the criteria because we have football and also basketball as a main priority. But only thing that I think that the MEAC, they didn't like the distance because I think they took out some of the Georgia schools and the Florida schools just because of the distance.
That would be the challenge. And speaking of challenges, right now y'all operating without a gym, but we know that the investment is there for the future. But just how challenging has it been? Just starting this program. Getting your kind of imprint on this program, considering some of the things that the university is working through.
Yeah, it's just a little limited in resources, but it's nothing that you can't overcome. We're going to deal with adversity on the road. So we tell those guys when we have to leave our gym, it's just a road game. So we got to kind of spin it into a positive. Sure. And, homecoming is a big deal. So everything basically shuts down. So we found the gym. Sometimes we got to go at a later time. But as long as we got gear and we got each other, man, we just tell each other, we just got to stick together. One day we had a bat flying in the gym. We said it's a low adversity. So that's a bad referee, we call it. We said that's just a bad referee.
I love that thought.
Just play through it.
I love that thought process.
I see it, you see it, so just play through it.
That's just a bad referee. Oh my God. I like the lessons, man. I do love the lessons. All right. So, diving into like just, it's a new squad. For you, it's a new squad. So how has practice been? Is there a player from practice that has constantly impressed you?
Actually the team is like a really good team. I'm super impressed, man. And what we inherited is unbelievable. But the additions of Dante. Dante's really fast. You guys remember him from Georgetown. Spent some time at UVA, and then he was at Memphis last year with Coach Nolan. He's really, really fast. Khalil's coming off an injury. He tore his ACL last year. Expecting big things out of him. We have a return, and AK. He's good. He averaged 16 a game last year. He was all conference last year. Carlos Williams, He was an all-league third-team guy. So, I mean, I'm impressed with all those guys. Deuce is a heck of a shooter. I mean, we got like that old school John Stocks. He let that thing fly. I mean, so in our first scrimmage, he had like 25 and made 6 threes. He played really well. Our biggest thing is to stay injury-free. If we can keep everybody healthy, I think we got 10, 11 guys that we're going to play. We're going to try to get after it defensively, guard the ball. We're going to try to play up tempo, play a little fast. And if we can keep everybody healthy collectively, I think we'll have a fun season.
Man,
go ahead.
Real quick.
No, I was going to ask you like I'm glad you said all that because I was going to ask you like also like if you had to like stamp your team's identity, what would that be?
We're gonna guard. We're gonna guard the ball. We're gonna guard. Gotcha. All 5 guys gonna guard the ball. We're gonna keep that ball out of the paint. Try to keep it on the sideline. Contest everything. Finish with blockouts. Then we got 3, 4 guys that can bring the ball in transition. So we're gonna get the ball up the floor. We want to score 85 to 90 points. That's a lot of points in college. But that means we got to guard. We can't have empty possessions where teams get a chance to set up against us. So if we can guard the ball, finish the plays with rebounds, and advance it to go score, we got a bunch of guys that can score. Hopefully we'll have 4 to 5 double-digit scores. So if we can play that fast, man, that tempo, it'd be real fun to watch.
That's a deep squad for real. Boy, you ain't lying. Ray, you want to say something real quick?
Nah, I'm just looking at the schedule, and I mean, what's crazy is you know, of course, Nolan got Memphis ties or whatever like that. Has that been something that you tapped into, you know, to prepare your squad, man, to go against a school with a great reputation in basketball to help prepare the guys for the regular season?
We've scrimmaged once. We have another one this upcoming Friday. With a very good team, Lincoln Memorial, that we're going to play 2 halves against. But we did our non-conference schedule to prepare for conference schedule to prepare for the NCAA schedule. It was basically set, but we wanted to have a few challenges on there that we can get in hostile environments. Maybe not the best officiating for outside, but deal with a little adversity and overcome it. Make sure the guys grow up, mature, and then, so when we move on, getting into conference tournament, because again, we're the only HBCU team in the OVC. So with that being said, we figured that we might not get a lot of calls. So we got to just prepare for it. We can't complain and yell at the refs and lose our minds. We just got to say, we got to play off 2 feet. We got to play stronger. So our non-conference is going to really help us going into conference because we got first 2 home games and the rest of the games are going to be on be away. We got some local games against some tough opponents. So we're just really trying to prepare these guys for adversity, players and coaches, and understanding that it's a bigger picture.
I'm going to ask you this. Are you teaching the non-DMV kids on your squad, the DMV Hezzy?
And Coach DJ been working with him.
I knew somebody would be.
We got some tricky stuff down here. We had to implement that into our workout.
About to say, if you ain't DMV, you ain't doing the Hezzy.
Yeah, you got to do the Hezzy. Little hands up. Long crossover.
There you go.
So since you got HBCU ties, did that help? Were you able to help others with their transition, you know, your coaching staff, just to kind of navigate this process?
Yeah, I just told them never be surprised. I don't know. I never know what's going to happen. I just show up. So I'm never surprised if something happened, like the Batman in the gym. I said, this is the first, but I'm surprised. It is what it is. But, you know, Coach DJ, he had been at Cincinnati and he had been at West Virginia. Yeah. You know, he used to nice catered meals and he's a little spoiled, but he's coming around. You know, you got to love to appreciate your opportunity. And I think that's what he has no complaints. He's never complained. He just said it's just different. And I said, bro, we here. We together. So I know it ain't no problem. And he appreciated it. But they asked me what it was like. I said, I can't tell you because I don't know what it's going to be like today or tomorrow because it's always like the gym being taken up or a bat flying around. I can't make that up. And I never had that at Bowie State or at Chicago State where I was at last year. But things happen. So we got to handle it on the fly. And I think the way the adults handle the situation, will be the way the players have a reaction. So if we act shocked, they're going to be shocked. But if we say this, like I said, if it's a bad referee, they'll laugh at it, put some humor into it, and they just going to play because they following off our lead.
Yeah, that's true. I like how you teach, again, how you teaching these kids, like, all right, because you're going to go through some adversity in the game with refs and whatnot. So I like how you kind of use that to a point where, all right, just roll with the punches, man. Just go with it. You know what I mean?
You gotta keep moving. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, true. That's the day. We still gotta win the day. We can't take the day off. We gotta win the day.
Facts.
I love the HBCU toughness part because I got to interview my man Anwar McQueen recently. He talking about Clifton Terrace, what prepare him. But you got the background, so I think that's gonna be dope. And I told you I'm looking at the schedule, November 20th at Tennessee, in-state kind of crosstown rival, if you want to call that. Y'all got a chance to go in there and make a statement. And I just feel like with your energy, the coaching staff, players you have, I think that y'all could hang tough, even though they're a top 25 opponent. I think y'all got the experience to be able to prepare these dudes. And that's just one thing I'm looking at as an opportunity for you to get other fans in the state excited about what y'all doing in Tennessee State. What you think?
Yeah. And again, like I told you before, we expect to win every game, and the kids feed off the coaches. So if we're telling you we're going to win, and we have the belief and the passion that they're going to go in there and they're going to try to win the game, they shouldn't be overwhelmed by anything. The bells and the whistles that they got, the sold out house, the bad official, whatever it is, we're prepared for adversity, and we expect it to win. If we don't win that game, I'm rooting that we get them in the NCAA tournament. That's what I tell the kids. I want my get back. We ain't gonna sit here and lay down. I ain't take this job to lay down. We came here to win the championship they hadn't won since 1994, OVC championship. So we want to get in there, make them understand how hard we're going to play, our preparation, our scouting reports, and our passion of what we do every single day. Is the expectation is for us to win.
Yeah. Hey, well, Coach, this has been dope, man. Like real talk. We got to get them back on. Real talk. We got to.
Yeah, we got to get you back on. Of course, we talked about Nolan coming on, and retweet this, man. Get it out there. We want people to know what Tennessee State basketball is gonna be all about, and this new regime, including yourself. I think it's crazy that y'all all there together. That y'all from home.
I think it's awesome, man.
Like, and we can root for you because you ain't playing against our school, so we good.
Yeah, we definitely gonna root for you because you ain't playing against our squad. So I'm rooting for you. We're rooting for you for real. So.
I appreciate you, Father. Thank you guys for having me on here, man. It sound like barbershop talk, man. I really do appreciate it.
Oh yeah, definitely is. That's always the role. That's the way we try to do things. That's what we do. But I do want to ask you this one question before. I always ask any coach from coaching at an HBCU this question. But so for you, coaching at HBCU, what does that mean to you?
It's a privilege, to be honest with you. I thought I was gonna have an opportunity at one of the local ones. I did not. I had an opportunity last year, and it was different. I didn't have the same campus experience that I do down at TSU. Chicago State was more of a traveling school, more local people, not a lot of campus life. But when you walk on campus and you see how proud these people are being from Tennessee State, it just brings you joy, knowing that they depending on you. They can't wait to see you play. The students are like, "What's up, coach? I can't wait till the season starts. I'm so excited." And that just makes you just feel more special about your job. And you see everybody, sometimes you go to some schools, you see them wearing other schools' logo. They might have a Tennessee shirt on or a Vanderbilt. All these kids on campus with TSU stuff, proud.
Wow.
And it just that's how important it is to them. It's not just the basketball game. It's the love for Tennessee State University, the HBCU. So I'm excited, super excited. And I know the kids are on campus, and the homecoming was unbelievable. The football game was great. The step show, the Jeezy, the NBA Young. It was all love. So that shows how important it is for the TSU in general. So if you see that love and passion, man, you just like I gotta win. I gotta win for these people right here because they bleed in blue and white, and they win this every day. This ain't like no school I've been to where it's optional. Nah, it's TSU till they die. So we gotta make it happen for them.
Yeah, that's dope. Throughout my journey, our journey, Wole, you and our media journey. I don't know about you, Wole, but me, I've been offered shirts and merchandise from other school. I'm like, there's no way I'm putting on Howard gear or Yeah, there's no way it's happening. Now I got love for the schools for sure, like we already know, but there's no way as a UMS grad I can't wear it. But you know what? I will rock some Tennessee State gear. And when the hockey jersey came out, I get that. So like I said, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Let us know, man. Hook us up, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely gonna rock with y'all. Basically, I like the DMV University anyway. That's how I look at y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna become that soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I look at y'all. So when I look at that coaching staff, I'm like, I'm already geeked. I get geeked for that coaching staff. I'm like, oh yeah, that's all of us there. That's all of us.
Probably be about 30, 45, 50 people from DMV at the first game, just to love and support. They've been calling already. Can't wait to get down here to November 3rd for that 5th game. So
I'm saying
we got to find some way to put them, and they'll sleep on the couch or somewhere. But
dope,
we're gonna have a big turnout.
Yeah, we definitely. I know you all will. We definitely appreciate you being on, man. Thank you so much, man. Again, I wish y'all the best. I hope for the maximum, level of success for you all, for real. Because again, I'm rooting for y'all. That coaching staff is. When I saw it, I was like, yeah,
gotta get DJ too, by the way.
They gonna get it. All right, man. Anyway, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. You dig? Deuces, we are out. Peace.